Hidden beneath the veil of an ancient waterfall rests a natural sanctuary where time itself seems to hesitate. And at the heart of this place pulses a life not yet born. A fragile egg guarded not by chance, but by fate, the last of his nest. By instinct, Dragonite hides his most precious treasure, keeping it safe from the world. For even the most sacred refuges are not beyond greed. Team Rocket, hunters of living relics. To them, nature is not a home, it is a prize. Sometimes, a guardian must hide what he loves in order to keep it safe. An egg that carries the promise of a new beginning. Sensing danger drawing ever closer, Dragonite enters a state of full alert. Every ripple on the water is watched. But Team Rocket, driven by the desire to capture one of the world's most powerful beings, has come prepared. For a single moment, the valley holds its breath, then exhales with force. Two sharp cracks tear through the mist, and from its glow emerge Gyarados and Wheezing. The world is not always fair. Dragonite knows he cannot fight and protect at the same time. A battle of this scale would echo throughout the valley, place countless lives at risk, and expose the fragile egg to danger. And so, Dragonite makes the choice that hurts the most. He surrenders, knowing it will draw the danger away from the valley. He accepts his fate for the good of the land, for the future guardian, his child. Silence. The forest holds its breath. The waterfall seems to weep. The valley is orphaned of its protector. But something remains. Life, patient as water itself, waits. A crack. A thread of light slips through the shell. Something moves, breathes. Dratini is born. Skin damp, fragile. It curls by instinct, searching for a warmth that is no longer there. Dratini, too small to understand the emptiness, yet large enough to face it. Instinctively, he eats and rests. The days that follow are shaped by silence and survival. Dratini still drags itself through the water. It submerges with difficulty. The lake feels immense. Every new encounter becomes a trial. Here, among wary schools of fish and silent shadows, it learns that to live is to swim against the current. Pure and kind by nature, Dratini does not attack. Nature, however, is voracious. It does not forgive. Those who fail to adapt quickly become food. No one teaches, no one protects. Dratini does not fully understand why, but it feels an urge to protect others. It does not yet have the strength to do so. For now, it must retreat and grow stronger, even when that choice is painful. Dratini makes a choice. It will not hunt other Pokémon. Instead, it feeds on fruit at the surface, ensuring the necessary nutrients for growth. It also explores new stretches of the lake in search of edible algae, and over time grows stronger and wiser. Day after day, it explores, tests its limits, and accumulates strength and experience. By instinct, Dratini learns that the deepest waters of the valley's lake are the safest. There, it sleeps in peace. Time moves forward, like the seasons, like the tides. The land changes, and so does our small Dratini, growing enough to shed its skin. Here, every skin left behind means a little more experience. As the lake changes, food becomes scarce. New predators emerge. Dratini hides, survives, grows. With no one to guide it, it learned on its own how to become stronger. Every scar, invisible to the skin, shapes its soul. And when strength is finally earned, refined by countless experiences, the blue begins to shimmer with a light no longer that of a hatchling. Dragonair appears, graceful, serpentine, moving through the water with command. Its azure skin takes on a luminous sheen. Movements once hesitant are now steady. The lake is no longer merely a refuge, it is territory. When body finally matches soul, the lake itself seems to recognize it. Yet even with all this strength, Dragonair remains faithful to its ideals. It continues to feed only on fruit and edible algae. Strong enough to hunt, it chooses not to. Its choice is to protect the weak. Dragonair can summon mist or calm it. It can call storms or hold them back to shield those who cannot defend themselves. A guardian does not name itself. It acts. He prefers not to resort to violence, but he will if it means protecting the small inhabitants of the valley lake. Now, the lake has a protector, almost an echo of what once existed. Still, predators linger, sensing a challenge from this new guardian. From the rising waters, a Gyarados emerges. It watches. It will use the small ones to draw Dragonair's attention. The waters churn, poliwags flash and flee, and fear is stitched across the water's skin. Dragonair, faced with danger, he no longer retreats. The lake did not merely shelter him, it shaped him. And to protect the valley, he will do whatever it takes. Dragonair gathers its strength. Across the water, Gyarados releases a hyper beam. Dragonair understands what is at stake. The collision ripples through the basin. Dragonair pushes forward, drawing on everything it has, but the larger predator does not yield. The force is overwhelming. One direct strike, the lake falls silent. For a moment, its future hangs in the balance. In the face of the fall, the true soul reveals itself. From the heart of the chaos, something greater awakens. Dragonite rises. Without hesitation, it moves forward. Thunder collides with water and sky. Gyarados endures, even under super-effective blows. But Dragonite is faster now. Years of solitude and vigilance converge in this moment. A rapid sequence of thunder punches tears through hardened scales. The Titan staggers and yields. The lake breathes again, and the valley, for a brief moment, knows a deep, enduring calm. What is born from sacrifice becomes strength. What was once protected now protects. Dragonite, last of its nest, stands watch over the vale, ensuring the safety of all. Ever vigilant, Dragonite senses something unusual approaching the territory it fought so hard to defend. It cannot explain why, but its heart races like never before. A presence it has never known, and yet one that feels etched deep within its heart. Whose presence could feel so familiar? What is this scent? So different, so unmistakable. A Pokémon? A threat? After defeating Team Rocket, Lance escorts the former Guardian Dragonite back to the Vale. No words are exchanged, just a nod, gratitude for the one who kept this place's promise alive. When two hearts recognize one another, no distance can keep them apart. The legacy of the human hero resonates within both Guardians of the Vale. Mission fulfilled, Lance takes his leave. Two Dragonite, not as instruments of battle, but as living echoes of what was protected.
Ludicolo, ludicolo, dum dum. Ludicolo, ludicolo, dum dum. Dolo, dum dum.
Stay tuned for the next episodes to discover more details about these incredible creatures.